We have seen the girls' version of the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game where Kentucky won it in a thriller 59-57 on a buzzer beater from Brianna Wilkins. And now we'll see the boys' side of things, Denny Paul.
Well,
and, you looked at that girls' game on paper, looked like an Indiana runaway, and Kentucky had other thoughts.
Well, Indiana had a decided size advantage, a lot of length, but Kentucky played tremendously on the defensive end of the floor, and then they were led by Ashlyn James, 22 points. She ended up being player of the game, but then it was Brianna Wilkins, her nemesis from Sacred Heart, who made the game winner as Kentucky goes on to win. And that's their third win in a row dating back to last year. As a young lady you interviewed, Zakiya Johnson, had a tremendous series last year. She had 34 big points in a double overtime win after having 28 here. And so the girls, that series has been one that's been a little more even. When you turn to the boys' side, though, a series that dates back to 1940. It's the oldest, longest-running series of an all-star game of its like here.
90 years.
90 years since 1940. And, Indiana has a 107-46 advantage in the series. And last year we saw a really good game here. Malachi Marino, a young man that you interviewed just a few minutes ago, University of Kentucky. Sticking around. But it was Braylon Mullins from Indiana. And, of course, we remember Braylon Mullins just recently here in the NCAA tournament hit one of the bigger shots in the tournament to propel UConn to a national championship. When you look at the coach's side of things tonight, Brandon Salzman, he's a Lexington Catholic, longtime assistant to Danny Haney. They won a state championship here in 2002. They've had some really good players, and guys like Ben Johnson, Demetrius Green, and a lot of others. Go naming players, you leave a lot of players out. Matt Heisenbuttle, who is on the staff here, was a tremendous player in the 2000. Yes, and they've had some size, and they've had a lot of success, especially early with Danny Haney. And now it's Brandon Salzman. He is leading the boys' side of things, but he's got some help. And he's got none other than Josh Cook, George Rogers Clark, reigning state champions, both in boys and girls. And we alluded to that earlier in the previous broadcast as Robbie Graham, the girls' coach, and Win City is just that this year as George Rogers Clark, the king of Kentucky basketball with state championships, both boys and girls. And Josh Cook is here as an assistant coach, and then Matt Heisenbuttle and Larry Kinley, a name that I know from my past, a longtime assistant coach at Pleasure Ridge Park to Dale Mabry, and they had a fine program. Used to play them in the summer a lot. Zach, as team camps were a big thing back then. AAU's kind of taken that away a little bit, but we're ready to play some basketball.
Yeah, and we'll do a quick rundown while we will actually keep it here for the state songs. Back home again in Indiana and my old Kentucky home. We'll keep it here, though. We'll just use the wide shot here and just let them play the state songs. out there on back home again in Indiana, as well as my old Kentucky home. But now for the lineups here for Indiana. First, they're led by Coach Todd Wolf of Terre Haute North. Assistant coaches Chad Bollinger from Hamilton Heights, Joe Bradford from Mount Vernon. Assistant to the coaches Steve Cox and Ben Davis, and Mike Broughton is the game director for Indiana. And this game is brought to you by the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches, shorter known as the KABC. Scott Chalk, game director for Kentucky. And then for the Indiana lineup, number 1 from Mount Vernon, Luke Erdel, and he's going to Purdue. Dikembe Shaw from Crown Point High School, he's going to University of Illinois Chicago. Noah Smith from Plainfield High School, he's going to DePaul. Barron Walker's number 4, he's from Noblesville High School, he's going to Butler. Number 5, Brennan Miller from Lawrence North High School, he's going to SIU Edwardsville. And Jashawn Ladd from Ben Davis High School is injured, will not play. He's going to College of Charleston to join former Kentucky All-Star Max Green from Oldham County. Cameron Webster from Lawrence North is going to Trevecca Nazarene. Number 8 is Anthony Fresh from Charlestown High School. He's going to Miami of Ohio. Number 9, Evan Harrell from Carmel, Indiana. He stands 6'8" and is headed to Bellarmine. Nick Shrewsbury from South Bend St. Joseph is going to Notre Dame to play for the Fighting Irish. Number 11, Dane Codwell from Silver Creek High School. He's going to Richmond. Kai McGrew from Fishers High School will go to Ball State. And rounding out that Indiana roster, number 13, Brady Skoll from Northridge High School. He'll be going to Indiana Wesleyan. And that's the Indiana lineup. For Kentucky, they are led by Brandon Salzman from right here at Lexington Catholic High School. As we all talked about earlier, assistant coach Josh Cook from GRC. And assistant coaches Matt Hassenbuttel from Lexington Catholic, Larry Kinley from PRP, Mike Mendenhall from Lexington Catholic, Caleb Clyburn from Lexington Catholic is the training assistant. And the game director is Scott Chalk. And on the roster for Kentucky, number 1, Jake Feldhouse. We'll talk more about him as the broadcast goes on. What a legacy his family has in this state and beyond in basketball, and what he hopes to build under Coach Chris Mack down at USF. Number 2 is Lee Antony from Danville Christian. He's going way up north to Bowling Green in Ohio. Number 3 is one of Coach Josh Cook's players, Malachi Ashford. He's going to play for the Georgetown Tigers. Number 4 is Carrion Barry from North Hardin. He's going to Kennesaw State down in Georgia. Number 5 is Cole Eaglin from Ballard. He's going to Fairfield. Number 6 is Jeremiah Jackson from Louisville St. X. He's going to Southern Illinois. And you know what? 2 players headed to South Florida. Jaden Johnson, he played for the Trinity Shamrocks this past season. Damon Jung from Louisville Eastern, he's going to Northeastern to play college basketball. Athens McGillis from Covington Catholic is going to Nova Southeastern. Jonathan Moss from Davis County is going to Appalachian State. Amari Owens from Bryan Station, right here in Lexington, is heading just south on Interstate 75 to go play for Coach A.W. Hamilton and the EKU Colonels. Number 12, Jacob Spurlock, a young man we've covered this season here on the airwaves of Mountaintop Sports. He's heading to Youngstown State by way of Boyd County. DeMarcus Surratt from Frederick Douglass. He played for Coach Murray Garvin, Pikeville native, now retired from coaching for now, Murray Garvin. He's heading to Bellarmine. And rounding out that lineup for Kentucky, De'Aaron Watkins from Davis County. He's going to Western Michigan.
You know, as a basketball coach, you quickly look down those rosters and you're looking for size. And, you know, Kentucky has a couple of 6'10 players. Lee Catini, who is going to Bowling Green, Danville Christian player. They have a state championship on the All-A side of things down at Danville Christian. And then, of course, you look on down that list, and you've got Damian Young from Louisville Eastern, a 6'10 player. And then on the Indiana side, Dane Caldwell, 6'10. And then they have a 6'9 player in Noah Smith who'll be going to DePaul. So that's something to keep an eye on, as well as the tremendous guard play that will be on display here from Luke Ertl and Malachi Ashford, who had a tremendous state tournament for Coach Josh Cook. He's a native of Knott County, good friend of ours, the pride of Topmost, Kentucky, up on Route 7 there in Knott County. And Josh Cook spent some time coaching in the 15th region. He coached at Lawrence from 2012 to 2014, and then moved on down to Mercer County, where he was had a team go to the Sweet 16 there in 2014, 15, 16, and then on to GRC.
That Mercer County region, not an easy one to make it to Rupp Arena out of.
No.
This Central Kentucky, kind of a breadbasket for basketball. Outside of Louisville, you're not getting more competitive in this state as far as the 10th and 11th regions go.
Well, and the 12th.
And the 12th as well.
Yeah, the 12th is where Mercer County plays. And, of course, they have a guy that has some local ties in Jeff Jackson, who is a former Williamson graduate and a Chatteroy native there locally, who coaches at Lincoln County, that has had quite a bit of success in that region as well. And so this one, on paper, looks as though we're going to have a good one. And the obligatory handshake. I'd like to see the good sportsmanship as guys chopping it up a little bit here before we get started. Always good to see that.
And we are about to be underway here as they're playing with the red, white, and blue basketball here.
I tell you, you go back to that my old Kentucky home. It brings back memories of when A.B. Happy Chandler would do that on senior day at UK. And if you're a UK fan, if you're a basketball fan, that song gets you pumped up.
Oh, yeah.
And certainly we hope that song means something to these Kentucky players, and we think it does. And, a good job by KABC. They've been an unbelievable supporter of Kentucky basketball, high school basketball coaches. They've celebrated the young people. They've celebrated the coaches, and rightfully so. And what an organization headed up by Scott Chalk. And, our very own Keno Trivet had a lot to do with that organization a few years ago as he kept things going.
Feldhouse will tip for Kentucky.
Feldhouse is going to tip for Kentucky. He steps in there at 6'8", and
for Indiana, number 3, Noah Smith. He is 6'9", headed to DePaul. Feldhouse and Smith tip it off, and it goes to Kentucky and controlled by Jonathan Moss, who'll be heading down to Boone, North Carolina to play for Appalachian State. And we are underway here, and Jeremiah Jackson with it. He put on a show in the state tournament. Josh Cook knows a thing or two about him as Jackson puts it in for 2.
Nice high screen to free Jackson. He goes right to the rim and scores easily to get Kentucky off to a good start.
Dikembe Shaw, very athletic looking, 6'7" player for Indiana, gets the fadeaway to go, and he's fouled, and that foul will go on Carry on Berry from North Hardin. He'll play for Kennesaw State next year.
Well, Dikembe Shaw with a nice one-on-one move that time, converts the three-point play. He's going to Illinois Chicago. Five-out action here from Kentucky. A lot of dribbling.
And Ertl steals it away. Top 40 player in the country is Luke Ertl, and he gets it off to number 13. That's Brady Scholl, and he makes easy work of it. They get it off to Feldhouse. Feldhouse throws it down.
Nice backdoor cut that time by Feldhouse. He goes up and slams it with.
Ertl got away with the travel right there. Gets it away to Smith. Smith, deep ball on the way. Good. That 3 ball is brought to you by Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Paintsville, Kentucky. Visit them online at hutchjeep.com. Johnson Baseline jumper won't go. Rebound comes off to Dikembe Shaw. Shaw's a nice-looking player, didn't he, Paul?
He certainly is. Long, athletic, handles the ball extremely well. And Ertl looking for the screen, but passes it off and gets the fade screen. Kentucky playing some pretty good defense here in the early going. But
Scholl gets it off to Ertl. Ertl lets baseline pass Johnson back to Scholl. Scholl trying to get a work on Feldhaus. Won't go. Feldhaus gets the rebound, and here comes Mr. Basketball, Jake Feldhaus, as he runs into Dikembe Shaw, who tried to take a charge there, but Feldhaus didn't fall for it, and instead Shaw gets called for the foul.
Fun fact, Gatorade Player of the Year. His father won it.
Yeah.
Back in '87. He won it this year.
And that Feldhaus name just synonymous
Of course.
with basketball, especially here in Kentucky.
Well, you go back to Jake's grandfather,
Yeah.
Alan Feldhaus Sr., who played for
At
Rupp.
Yeah.
And it's on and on. You know, Willie Feldhaus, tremendous coaching tree. Had a lot of success at the high school ranks. Alan
one
Jr.
of the winningest coaches ever in Kentucky high school basketball. Won a state title down there with Madison Central. And something Jake Feldhaus is pretty good at, too. State champion golfer. Started his career at Mason County. Ended up finishing, kept playing for his uncle, Alan Feldhaus, at Madison Central. Played for three ball on the way, won't go. Johnson tried to put it back, won't go. Moss thought about the deep ball, and it's not there. But played golf for one of the best golf programs in the state in Madison Central, and Coach Kyle Condleton in his 2 years in Richmond. Moss, three won't go. Shaw gets the rebound back the other way, and it's off his foot. He's got to pass it off, or it would have been a double. And they're getting the shot clock lined out. But, yeah, and, you know, just a little there on Jake Feldhaus. And we wish him the best at South Florida. And no doubt about it, him and Jaden Johnson both will have great careers for Coach Chris Mack.
Of course, all that started up in Mason County.
Yeah.
And all those years ago, and in '82, you know, Willie Feldhaus played against the old Virgie team. They had Todd May, who is also a Mr. Basketball, and he played in this game as well. So
Ertl to Scholl, and that's going to be a hard move to stop. And Luke Ertl, as Moss puts Ertl on skates there.
Of course, Darren Feldhaus, one of the unforgettables.
Yes. Johnson up over top. Shrewsbury, not there. And up with it's Noah Smith for two over Feldhaus, and good. It's 12-5, Indiana.
Noah Smith, a good-looking prospect going to DePaul. He's very active here in the early going.
Jackson looks into the lane, goes up, kicks it to Feldhaus on the corner. Feldhaus drives up in, good for two over top of Scholl.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to attack that pressure. You can't back up on it for 1 second. And there's a lot of athleticism, a lot of size out there, and the crowd wanted to travel.
Luke Ertl, deep ball, no good.
That was a long shot. That was from the logo there as the Lexington Catholic LC there. That was volleyball line distance. He didn't miss by much.
No, he did not. Up the court is Carry On Berry. Get over to Moss. Try to get it down to Feldhaus. It wasn't there. That'll bring us to our first media timeout. Be back in 90 seconds here on Mountaintop Sports.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll Now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
Around here, local opinion is how you find the best services. You need a roofer? You ask your neighbor. You need someone to fix your truck? You're asking your family and friends. You need a place to eat? Well, you get my point. Because when something matters, we trust local. So why trust your wireless service to strangers? At Appalachian Wireless, we're your neighbors, and we know how important it is to stay connected. And we've been proudly serving this region for over 35 years. So why wait? Come back, have a fresh new start, and let us show you how to stay connected with exceptional service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Tonight's Hot Rod of the Game is brought to you by P-Rod Towing and Tire, the crew that keeps Pike County rolling.
From big repairs to quick tune-ups, tires to towing, P-Rod Towing and Tire has the horsepower to get you back on the road fast.
Trusted by drivers all over Pike County, P-Rod is your go-to pit crew for every mile.
P-Rod Towing and Tire, where every driver's a hot rod.
And we're back underway here on Mountaintop Sports. It's Kentucky basketball. They trail 12-7. Driving in was Jonathan Moss, and he's fouled. That foul will go on Dane Caldwell, number 11.
Caldwell's 6'10", slender build, but he was back there defending the rim. Got caught with, looked like a bit of a questionable call that time.
Not a lot of contact there. In for Kentucky is number 14. That's De'Aaron Watkins from Davis County, as well as DeMarcus Surratt from Frederick Douglass. And Cole Edelin checks in. Ballard Bruin, Cole Edelin checks in. As the scoreboard has malfunctioned here, and it's back. Give it to Caldwell up top. Try to work on Watkins. He drives, spins, mid-range jumper for Caldwell, rattles out. Rebound off to Cole Edelin. Stolen away by Indiana's number 5, Brennan Miller. He goes up and is fouled.
On Kentucky, number 1, Jake Feldhouse, his first, team's second.
Foul goes on Jake Feldhouse and hits his first, and the team's second.
Edelin got the rebound, but then promptly gave it right back to Indiana. And that's something Kentucky can ill afford in this game. It's just a short window of opportunity that you have against this length and size of the Kentucky or the Indiana team.
Watkins gets the rebound, and Ertl with a hard-fought mismatch there, but almost came away with it. Jackson with it, gets it over to Edelin. Edelin, 3-ball on the way, won't go. Rebound comes off to Indiana, up ahead to Walker. Walker driving on Edelin. Edelin fouls him.
Coach Salzman did not like that call as Edelin was back, and it looked like he got his hand in on the ball, and maybe the official was behind the play, and that's what Salzman is saying right now, and I can't argue with that because that's what it looked like from up here. Of course, we're a long way from the action, but
Salzman letting his voice be heard right now.
Certainly.
(14-9), Kentucky trails Indiana right now. Make it 15-9, 14:51 to go here in the
Baron
first
Walker
half.
from Noblesville going to Butler. Good looking shot as he drains both free throws to extend this lead to 15-9. Edelin out top, dancing around with it.
Gets it to Surratt.
And Kentucky just doing a lot of dribbling and doing very little movement of players. So just kind of standing.
Jeremiah Jackson goes up, reverse,
He's
up and in.
He's a guy that can go get his own. We've seen.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen him play very well.
Caldwell's it up over on the right elbow. Ertl working around back to Caldwell. Caldwell fakes Feldhouse out, up over Watkins, won't go. Gets his own rebound, drives, and Surratt, as Caldwell tried to draw the foul, and there was no contact there. Cole Edelin, 3-ball in the corner, won't go. Rebound up for Surratt, it's good.
That was a pass.
Yeah. Walker thought about the deep ball there over top of Surratt.
Jeremiah Jackson, really good player going to Southern Illinois. He had a tremendous state tournament and ran into a very good GRC team at the very end of that run. Played for Coach Kevin Klein there. St. X, one of the better teams in the state tournament this year.
And 3.
Anthony Fresh from Charlestown drains that one going to Miami of Ohio. Had averaged 21 points a game for his high school team.
That 3 ball is brought to you by Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Paintsville, Kentucky.
Feldhouse down in the post. Nice footwork. Gets himself free. Kind of leans in with his right shoulder, then turns back over his left shoulder and scores. You can tell that's something he's worked on.
Ertl drives, tries to kick it away. Feldhouse steals it away. Kentucky's got numbers. Feldhouse will go to work on Walker and have to back it out to Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson drives, lobs it to Surratt. Feldhouse gets the rebound, back up, good for 2.
Heads up play by Feldhouse that time, as Surratt, if the pass had been on target, would have flushed that. But Feldhouse cleans up the mess and pulls Kentucky within 1.
And a block. Surratt gets called for the foul. And looked like a block.
Well, the official indicated he gave a slap from underneath.
And it was coming from over top.
He was coming from over top. That didn't make a whole lot of sense. You could hear the crowd moan. Of course, this is a Kentucky heavy crowd, so stopped a little bit of a run for Kentucky as they had 4 straight points there to cut that lead down to 1.
Very up-tempo game right now. And the free throw will go for Fresh to get into Edlin. And he's being pressured in the full court by Cameron Webster. Edlin loses his handle. Good defense there by Webster.
Well, a little bit too much dribbling there. You got to pull that thing back out. I like his approach, going right at that pressure, but
Waller over top of Jung. It's in there, or Miller, my bad. In there for 2. Indiana's lead back to 5. Edlin loses the handle again on Webster, and he's got to hurry to get it across midcourt. And they'll call a bump foul on Brennan Miller around midcourt.
That was unfortunate for Kentucky. They were set up for an easy bucket there, and the official comes from the far side of the floor and calls a push. It was the right call to make, but it stopped Kentucky from getting an easy bucket.
Johnson with it up the top of the key. Took him off the screen from Watkins. Deep 2, won't go. Rebound comes off to De'Aaron Watkins. Jaden Johnson with it. Over to Surratt. He'll drive, step back, try to get a shot off. Nothing was there. Johnson, as Waller is all over him and nowhere to go. Cole Edlin, deep ball on the way. Won't go. Rebound off to Indiana's number 8, Anthony Fresh. And here he comes. Gets it off to Brennan Miller. Miller over top of 3 Kentucky players, and they'll get the foul underneath. And that one will go on Kentucky's number 8, Damian Jones. And it'll bring us to our under 12 media timeout. Back here in 1 minute on Mountaintop Sports.
At Mountaintop Media, we offer solutions for businesses, schools, government, nonprofits, churches, and other organizations. We're here to help you think outside the box in this new normal we're all trying to figure out together. We can do live streams to your website, social media, or your YouTube channel with professional camera work and audio services. Let us help set up video meetings for your staff or online classes, trainings, and seminars. For more information, call 606-437-4051 or email info@mountain-topmedia.com. Remember, we're all in this together, and at Mountaintop Media, our goal is to help you get the job done. Mountaintop Media, 606-437-4051, or info@mountain-topmedia.com.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports after another call that Coach Salzman did not seem to like, as Josh Cook continued talking it over with the official in question. And Indiana's lead now up to 6 points. Brandon Salzman has been less than favored of a lot of these calls so far tonight on his Kentucky team. And Sarant gets it. It'll bring it up. Kentucky trails by 7, 11 minutes left here in the first half.
Well, there's been the pressure of Indiana defensively. They just are all over the Kentucky players. Kentucky having a hard time scoring.
And good defense there by Indiana. That was number 9, Evan Harrell. He's in for the first time tonight.
I think Kentucky needs to move their players a little more. They're standing too much, and they get some back cuts, some pressure on the rim, some rim pressure could really help free some space up to play.
They'll get a foul on Dikembe Shaw, his second. Not somebody you want in foul trouble if you're Kentucky. And Shrewsbury comes in to replace him. He's heading to Notre Dame. And baseline goes Jaden Johnson. Nothing there. Rebound comes away to Cameron Webster. Webster, very speedy. Shrewsbury back up to Webster. Shrewsbury, deep ball on the way. Won't go. Rebound comes off to De'Aaron Watkins. Cole Edelman will bring it up for Kentucky. Drives up, reverse layup, won't go. Jung gets the rebound, and he's fouled on the way back up.
Edelman having a tough time finding the basket. He's a young man that can score the balls. He led Ballard this season with an 18.7 average, but just right now not being able to find the bucket. And he's going to get a break, as well as several other Kentucky players.
And Malachi Ashford into the game for Kentucky. Shrewsbury steals it away off the tip pass. Feldhouse and Barry back in as well. Webster tries to get a work down low, can't get anything there. Shrewsbury back out to Webster. Webster will set the offense back up.
Set that flat ball screen at the top and let him go. He's quick.
He is.
And now Kentucky's got him in a...
And 1 second left on the shot clock, and it expires. It'll go back to Kentucky.
That's a really good defensive possession by Kentucky that time, as Indiana just dribbling the air out of it, a la James Harden. And they're going to have a chance here now to cut into the 7-point lead.
Johnson drives up in, good for 2. And a scoring drought of nearly 4 minutes from both teams broken right there. It's now 24-19, Indiana on top.
Nice move by Jaden Johnson that time. The Trinity.
Fresh, deep
grab.
ball on the way, won't go. Feldhouse skies up and claws that one down. Jaden Johnson with it. Gets it over to Malachi Ashford.
I was reading about Feldhouse earlier today and was talking about what a good golfer he is, and you alluded to the state championship golf game that he has, but he only played AAU one season, which is highly unusual.
Yeah.
And I think his best basketball is ahead of him. He's really impressive. I mean, I like the way he handles himself out there. He's probably going to put on some muscle when he gets down there with Chris Mack, and nice-looking player for Kentucky.
He is. Ashford will inbound it.
He's not the only Mr. Basketball from Madison Central.
And they'll get a foul. Looks like it'll be Harrell on the floor as he tripped up Carry-On Berry.
Dominique Hawkins, Kentucky player, also won that award from Madison Central.
Yeah.
And
Back in the day.
Coach Feldhouse had a tremendous run there. Good, solid program for quite some time there in Richmond.
Berry's first free throw up and off the mark. Kentucky now in the bonus from here on out for the next 9 minutes. Barry's second free throw up and good. Now 24-20. And here comes Indiana.
Barry, a high scorer for North Hardin, 27.3 points per game on the season.
Getting very physical there as number 6, Jeremiah Jackson, picks up the foul. And a lot of hand checks right there.
Luke Ertl back into the game for Indiana. He's running the point.
Such an impressive player.
Going to work off the screen and roll. Keeps it nice.
Shrewsbury now with it, kicks it over to Webster. Webster gets a little bit of opening. Now he'll try to drive on Feldhouse. Big time mismatch there for Cameron Webster. And the shot clock goes off as Shrewsbury can't get it off in time. And that Kentucky defense is smothering Indiana out right now.
Well, it's on display. There's no question about that. And you know, Indiana ran some good stuff there. They set a couple of screens. They had a couple of 45 cuts, and really didn't find those players, even though they may have been open momentarily on those cuts. Good defense by Kentucky on that possession. That's 2 in the last little bit here, where they've been able to get shot clock violations on the Indiana team.
Jackson with it down low to Feldhouse. Feldhouse spins, kicks it to Jackson. 3 on the way. Good. And that is a Hutch CDJR three-pointer.
And that was a good pass by Feldhouse. That's a high percentage 3. That ball goes down in, comes back out. You're kind of stepping into that shot, Zach. And, as we like to say, that's a high percentage 3.
Amari Owens comes to the storage table. He'll check in for the first time. Feldhouse thought about the deep 3. He'll spin, lose his handle, gains it back, kicks it to Ashford. Ashford, 3 ball on the way, won't go. Rebound comes off to Indiana's number 3, Noah Smith. And here comes Brady Scholl for Indiana. Ertl kicks it to Smith. 3 on the way, no good. Tipped around, and Caldwell might have got away with one there. Or Harrell, my bad. Johnson bringing it back up. He'll drive on Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury knocks it out as it came off his hip. And that'll bring us to our under 8 media timeout. Back here in 1 minute on Mountaintop Sports.
Summer doesn't slow down, and neither should your connection. Whether you're streaming, scrolling, working, or gaming, Appalachian Wireless has the data package built for you to help keep you and your family connected. So don't settle for paying more for your data that you don't need or running out when you need it the most. Visit your Appalachian Wireless retail location to let our team help you find the perfect plan for all your data needs, or find out more at AppalachianWireless.com, because there's more data with better value on a network built just for Appalachia, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
I'm Gunnar Sloan at Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with some of the best Jeep offers we've seen all year.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing on select new Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Gladiators, and Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Are you looking for a great value SUV? Qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new Jeep Compass models.
Whether you're ready for off-road adventure, everyday comfort, or family road trips,
we've got the Jeep that's right for you.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Denny Paul May live here from Lexington Catholic High School. Worth under 8 media timeout here in the boys' version of Kentucky Indiana All-Star Game. Kentucky went on a little 6-0 run here to cut the lead to 1 as Indiana jumped out to a 7-point lead, 24-17. Kentucky's been able to put some stuff together on defense, get their offense rolling a little bit, and it's now underneath out of bounds for Coach Salzman and his Kentucky team. They get it into Malachi Ashford, gets it back to Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson tries to back down Scholl, up over top of him, won't go. And Noah Smith goes up, gets the rebound, and he's bodied to the ground by Carrion Berry and Jake Feldhouse, and that foul will go on Jake Feldhouse, his second now.
Unfortunate for Kentucky that Feldhouse picked that up. I thought that foul should have gone on Berry. Nonetheless, we'll walk to the other end where Indiana will have free throws. You know, this is one of the premier events in high school basketball. If you're a high school basketball fan, if you're a high school basketball someone that's passionate about it, this is the place to be here. As the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coach does a tremendous job hosting this each and every year. And
free throw off the mark as Feldhouse goes up, gets the rebound. He didn't like that foul call either. He wants to go coast to coast. Feldhouse thought he got fouled, got his own rebound, and puts Kentucky back up by 1.
Well, one thing I've noticed about Feldhouse, he jumps really well, and he's longer than his daddy. You know, he's got longer arms, and he gets on that second rebound really quickly, like a pogo stick there, you know, just going right back up, and there he is back again on the boards.
Shrewsbury, 3 on the way, good. That 3 brought to you by Hutch, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Paintsville, Kentucky. Visit them online at hutchjeep.com or in person in Paintsville.
There's that inside-out 3 once again.
We'll also have our P-Rod Towing and Tire hot rod of the game. Visit P-Rod Towing and Tire back in Pikeville, Kentucky for all your towing and tire needs. This is now a 27-27 matchup. In the girls' version of the game, Brianna Wilkins from Sacred Heart was our hot rod of the game. She had a game-winning basket, lifted them to a 59-57 victory. I want to thank all our sponsors helping us go here tonight from Lexington.
I think that's a player right there you got to keep your eye on if you're Kentucky. The Smith, 6'9", long, athletic.
Feldhouse makes it look easy from 3 as our friends down at Hutch, CDJR, are getting their money's worth tonight with these 3-pointers.
And if you're Indiana, you got to keep your eye on that young man. None other than Feldhouse.
3 on the way for Indiana. That was Anthony Fresh. It won't go. Jake Feldhouse gets the rebound. And here comes Malachi Ashford. Ashford, a speedy guard, goes up over top of Shrewsbury. It's not there. Here comes Shrewsbury, and Indiana looks to have numbers as Ashford's trailing Ertl. Foot was on the line. A very deep 2. Indiana back ahead by 1.
Well, Kentucky gives up a transition basket there.
Lucky he didn't plant his feet about 2 inches prior.
And that's the first time that we've seen Luke Ertl really assert himself offensively as he scores. And now he's gotten the rebound going the other way. Kentucky looks a little gassed out here.
Jeremiah Jackson trying to chase down Ertl. Not an easy task. Ertl up, no good. And Feldhouse goes up and gets the rebound. Ashford throws the lob, nothing there. Tipped around, and here comes Indiana. That's Anthony Fresh. Jumper on the way, won't go. Last touch by Kentucky.
Indiana coaching staff very upset that time as Ertl went down the lane, got knocked off his spot a little bit. I really thought it was a foul. They let it go, and then Kentucky comes back down and sloppily tries to throw the lob again. It's not been successful all night. That's the 3rd attempt. And so you'd like to see them, take care of the basketball a little more, value the possession.
And now Indiana throws it away, regains possession. It's now 33-30. Nice job there by Anthony Fresh. Carry on Berry, steps back, kicks it to De'Aaron Watkins. Watkins drives, up through contact, good for 2. Over top of Brennan Miller. 4:18 to go here in the first half. Indiana leads it 33-32. Ertl, nobody there to come help him. Brennan Miller finally gets free. Ertl drives to Miller. Over top of Watkins. It won't go. Here comes Carry on Berry. And Kentucky. Berry to Owens. Owens will drive up over top of 2 taller defenders. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 after the foul on Noah Smith.
Mario Owens going to go down and play at Eastern Kentucky University, your old stomping grounds. He's going to play for A.W. Hamilton. He's a Bryan Station graduate. And we've got another media timeout.
That'll bring us to a 60-second break here on Mountaintop Sports. Back here in a minute.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll Now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
Around here, local opinion is how you find the best services. You need a roofer? You ask your neighbor. You need someone to fix your truck? You're asking your family and friends. You need a place to eat? Well, you get my point. Because when something matters, we trust local. So why trust your wireless service to strangers? At Appalachian Wireless, we're your neighbors, and we know how important it is to stay connected. And we've been proudly serving this region for over 35 years. So why wait? Come back, have a fresh new start, and let us show you how to stay connected with exceptional service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Goody Paul May live from Lexington Catholic High School and the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game. I want to thank our sponsors tonight, P-Rod Towing and Tire, bringing you the hot rod of the game, as well as Hutch, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, who are sponsoring all three-pointers tonight in both of our games, as well as in our Teddy Painter Memorial game tomorrow night, as we just heard from King Kelly Coleman himself on the video board here, the late King Kelly Coleman.
Well, that's a nice touch to be able to hear from the legends of the game. We've had Derek Anderson on just recently. Now King Kelly Coleman. We're going to be over at Wayland tomorrow night, his hometown, and have the Teddy Painter Memorial game. And it just amazes me at how well they do this right here. That's such a nice touch to be able to hear from the legends of the game in their own voice.
As Owens puts Kentucky back ahead 34-33. Here comes Luke Ertl. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Ertl flying into the lane, kicks it back out to Fresh. Fresh over to Webster. Webster met by the much taller Jaden Johnson. Luke Ertl spins on Barry into the corner. Anthony Fresh for three. Won't go. Rebound off to Brennan Miller. He goes up and is fouled.
I'll tell you, Kennesaw State's getting them a tremendous player in Carolyn Berry. I've been watching him for the last few minutes. He's a tough cover offensively. Averaged almost 28 points a game for North Hardin. But he's a two-way player, Zach. He is guarding the point guard for Indiana, Luke Ertl, and he's giving him some trouble with his size. And so he's at 6'5". He's able to go out there and guard that 5'11", 6-foot guard, or 6'2" guard is the way they have him listed as Ertl. Ertl is a little bit taller than I first gave him credit for.
Owens drives. Nice move. Up in, good for two over top of Luke Ertl. And if Coach Hamilton's watching right now, I'd say he'd be smiling about that one. And the shot clock didn't start there as they will reset.
And that was lucky for the Kentucky side of things, as Indiana was coming back at full force transition-wise after that made bucket. And now the clock's running. And they get it stopped. It probably needs to be corrected before we play on. He's going back to 3:16 there. They caught that. And we play on. Indiana with the basketball. Kentucky with a 36-35 lead, 3:11 to go in the first half.
Webster loses it, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Kentucky.
Now Indiana will have an underneath out of bounds opportunity.
They get it up to Brennan Miller. Miller going baseline past Johnson. Reverse layup up in, good for two.
Got away with the travel that time and shuffled the feet and went up on the other side. It's that's called, not a whole lot these days.
No, it's not. You get more than two steps. Moss with it, trying to spin. He loses it to Cameron Webster. Webster turns around, sees Johnson. Ertl, runner in the lane, good.
That's a hard shot to make, and Ertl made it look easy as he stopped on a dime and just a little runner there, and a good play by Webster to find him.
Barry, three ball on the way, won't go. That ball's last touch by Indiana. And back in for Indiana is number 4, Barron Walker. Timeout, Kentucky, a 30-second timeout. We'll take 1-2 back in 30 seconds on Mountaintop Sports.
Tonight's Hot Rod of the Game is brought to you by P-Rod Towing and Tire, the crew that keeps Pike County rolling.
From big repairs to quick tune-ups, tires to towing, P-Rod Towing and Tire has the horsepower to get you back on the road fast.
Trusted by drivers all over Pike County, P-Rod is your go-to pit crew for every mile.
P-Rod Towing and Tire, where every driver's a hot rod.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Indiana leads Kentucky 39-36 here with 2:25 left in the first half. And impressive showing from Kentucky and Indiana both so far, and been an up-tempo game. You know, the scoring took a second to get going, but, you know, now on pace to be about a 100-point ball game here. And two very athletic, very quick teams going at it. And we'll see what Kentucky's got up their sleeve here, and it's underneath out of bounds. Good time for a timeout there. Eaglin with it over in the corner, guarded by Webster. He'll look baseline, spins over top of Webster, and he's fouled.
And he's just shaking his head because those balls usually go in for him, and he comes up just a little bit short on that nice move down there in the post for that young man. And he's going to go to the free throw line.
And Eaglin gets a free throw to go. And I've been told by officials before, they feel like they're doing a good job. Both coaches are probably upset with them. Fits the bill tonight.
And Eaglin gets both of those. Didn't even touch anything but the bottom of the net on that. Good-looking free throws from Eaglin.
So 39-38. Yeah, there. Yeah, added it yet. And a couple of missed calls here and there, but overall, I think pretty well officiated game, pretty evenly matched officiated game. But you play on. Luke Ertl, deep ball on the way. Feldhouse goes up for it. Jun right there. And here comes Carry-On Berry. And he's driving into the lane. Berry takes it himself off the mark. And rebounded by Noah Smith. He gets it up to Miller. Over in the corner to Walker. Three on the way. It rattles home. And that is a Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram three-pointer.
Tough turn of events for Kentucky there as Berry misses the bunny. Maybe just a little bit tired. And Indiana turns that into three on the other end.
And Berry comes away with it. Feldhouse tipped the pass. And Berry going to try it again. Drives in on Scholl. Up, no good. Jun rips away the rebound. And then number 13, Brady Scholl, comes away with that one. Up ahead. Walker, three on the way. That one's in there again. It's now 45-38, Indiana.
That was an opportunity for Kentucky there as Berry missed Eaglin in the corner, wide open, goes on and tries to take it onto the rim. Wild shot, and they turned it into 3 more points on the other end. Kentucky in a little bit of trouble here.
Feldhouse comes out and gets a ball that almost got away from him. Berry trying to shake free, and he does. Gets an open look, up, in, and good. Indiana wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take one, too. Back in 30 seconds here on Mountaintop Sports.
Summer doesn't slow down, and neither should your connection. Whether you're streaming, scrolling, working, or gaming, Appalachian Wireless has the data package built for you to help keep you and your family connected. So don't settle for paying more for your data that you don't need or running out when you need it the most. Visit your Appalachian Wireless retail location to let our team help you find the perfect plan for all your data needs, or find out more at AppalachianWireless.com, because there's more data with better value on a network built just for Appalachia, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Denny Paul May live here from the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game. Boys action here in the nightcap. Kentucky trails Indiana 45-40 with 51 seconds left here in the first half. It's Indiana basketball. A little bit of a run here by Indiana. Quick 7 points for them.
You know, I like what Larry Brown used to say about basketball. Everybody touches it. Everybody plays harder on defense.
Yeah.
And Kentucky needs to move the ball a little bit better.
Tries to go down low to Scholl. Off the rim. Here comes Jake Feldhouse. 37 seconds left here in the first half. Feldhouse takes it himself. Up in, good for two. And now it looks like Kentucky will have one more crack at it here in the second half. Or in the first half, I mean.
There's about a second and a half or maybe 2 second differential on the shot clock.
Ertl with it. He'll take his sweet time. And that's a smart move to do here. 7 seconds.
Now they're going to go with Ertl. He's just going to
bully his way into the lane. Up. No good. As that ball's heaved at the buzzer. No good. And at the half, Indiana leads Kentucky 45-42. As On Point Ballers will have another presentation here, Josiah. So we'll keep the cameras live. Denny Paul and I will step away as On Point Bollards out of Hazard, Kentucky will take it over here.
I'm Gunnar Sloan of Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with some of the best Jeep offers we've seen all year.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing on select new Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Gladiators, and Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Are you looking for a great value SUV? Qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new Jeep Compass models.
Whether you're ready for off-road adventure, everyday comfort, or family road trips,
we've got the Jeep that's right for you.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll Now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
Around here, local opinion is how you find the best services. You need a roofer? You ask your neighbor. You need someone to fix your truck? You're asking your family and friends. You need a place to eat? Well, you get my point. Because when something matters, we trust local. So why trust your wireless service to strangers? At Appalachian Wireless, we're your neighbors, and we know how important it is to stay connected. And we've been proudly serving this region for over 35 years. So why wait? Come back, have a fresh new start, and let us show you how to stay connected with exceptional service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Tonight's Hot Rod of the Game is brought to you by P-Rod Towing and Tire, the crew that keeps Pike County rolling.
From big repairs to quick tune-ups, tires to towing, P-Rod Towing and Tire has the horsepower to get you back on the road fast.
Trusted by drivers all over Pike County, P-Rod is your go-to pit crew for every mile.
P-Rod Towing and Tire, where every driver's a hot rod.
At Mountaintop Media, we offer solutions for businesses, schools, government, nonprofits, churches, and other organizations. We're here to help you think outside the box in this new normal we're all trying to figure out together. We can do live streams to your website, social media, or your YouTube channel with professional camera work and audio services. Let us help set up video meetings for your staff or online classes, trainings, and seminars. For more information, call 606-437-4051 or email info@mountain-topmedia.com. Remember, we're all in this together, and at Mountaintop Media, our goal is to help you get the job done. Mountaintop Media, 606-437-4051. or info@mountain-topmedia.com.
I'm Gunnar Sloan of Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with some of the best Jeep offers we've seen all year.
right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing on select new Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Gladiators, and Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Are you looking for a great value SUV? Qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new Jeep Compass models.
Whether you're ready for off-road adventure, everyday comfort, or family road trips,
we've got the Jeep that's right for you.
Summer doesn't slow down, and neither should your connection. Whether you're streaming, scrolling, working, or gaming, Appalachian Wireless has the data package built for you to help keep you and your family connected. So don't settle for paying more for your data that you don't need or running out when you need it the most. Visit your Appalachian Wireless retail location to let our team help you find the perfect plan for all your data needs, or find out more at AppalachianWireless.com, because there's more data with better value on a network built just for Appalachia, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Denny Paul May, live here from the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game. It is halftime of the nightcap here. Indiana on top, 45-42, powered behind a pretty balanced attack between a majority of the Indiana players that have saw the floor tonight, Denny Paul. Kentucky on the heels of Jake Feldhouse, who's leading them in quite everything right now.
Well, yeah, he's 16 points, 8 big rebounds, and he's doing it efficiently. He's only missed one shot. And so, you know, he's 7 of 8 from the field. And, you know, if he can continue to do that and Kentucky can make some shots from the perimeter, you know, the difference has been that Indiana has made 5 threes to only 2 from Kentucky. And free throws are a wash as well, as Kentucky's 8 of 10 and Indiana 10 of 12. I expect a really good second half here. A lot of it's going to be dependent on Kentucky's ability to find the basket from the outside.
Baron Walker with it. He brings it up for Indiana to start. Brady Scholl, they work it around, and they'll get a travel on Noah Smith back the other way to Kentucky. Here comes Kentucky. Jeremiah Jackson and Carry-On Berry leading the charge right now. Up the court to get it over to Feldhouse. Feldhouse tries to go down low. Dikembe Shaw, who we didn't see a lot of after he picked up 2 fouls. Only saw him for 5 minutes in the first half.
Kentucky had a brief mismatch there as they found Berry down with Ertl on him, and they weren't able to make the pass. Now they get it in here. 20 on the shot clock.
And Feldhouse going up against Smith and has to back it back out to Johnson. Johnson trying to work on Dikembe Shaw. Switches over to Scholl. Corner 3 won't go. Rebound off to Noah Smith. Here comes Luke Ertl in Indiana. Shaw stops, thought about popping, goes baseline over top of Berry, and he's fouled.
Jeremiah Jackson says, was that on me? And they're going to get him with his second foul. That's going to send Dikembe Shaw to the line, where he was 1 of 1 in the first half, and he misses the first one here. 45-42. Kentucky going with a teeny this second half, 6'10" player, and he pulls a rebound promptly there off the missed free throw. Kentucky with the basketball.
Shaw misses them both, as he was 1 of 1 prior to that. Feldhouse goes to Jackson. Jackson trying to back down Ertl. He's got the mismatch, kicks it over to Berry. Berry mishandles it. 3 on the way, won't go. Jackson tried to dive for that one and get it back in, but
Kentucky trying to go right at Ertl and take advantage of some size difference. And I have to give Ertl credit. He's tough as nails. He's held his own down there.
Ertl 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound into the hands of Dikembe Shaw. Shaw, little fader, won't go. Last touch by Noah Smith. It'll go back to Kentucky.
Kentucky got a break that time, as Indiana had a majority of the advantage on the offensive glass. The ball goes out of bounds.
Feldhouse with it, guarded tightly by Smith. Back up top to Berry. Berry trying to get a work in the lane. Step back, free throw line jumper. Won't go. Rebound off to Noah Smith.
I don't like Kentucky's approach right here, trying to force the ball in to the post against Ertl, and it's not working. And the other players just kind of standing around watching that.
Ertl steps back for 3, won't go. And for the first time tonight, we see Lee Anthony in there, and a long 6'10" as he's going to Bowling Green.
Nice up and under that time.
That's for Jeremiah Jackson.
Reverse layup. Use the rim for protection that time. You can only jump as high as the rim if you're underneath. Rick Pitino refers to that as putting the player in jail.
Baron Walker with it, guarded by Feldhouse. As Johnson goes for the steal on Scholl, can't get it. Scholl goes baseline to Noah Smith. Smith baseline jumper, up, good. And Feldhouse out ahead of the press. Up, slams it down.
Whoa. And that's what I'm talking about, those hops, man. That's pretty impressive.
And Shaw tried to go up for it, and he was fouled by Anthony.
I'm telling you, this young man, his best basketball is ahead of him. It's untelling. The upside. He handles the ball really well. And I love his basketball IQ, Zach. He doesn't waste anything out there on the floor.
No. And Shaw gets that one to go. He's now 2 of 4 from the line tonight.
That's about as exciting a play as you'll see.
And gets them both together after missing his last 2 before that. Indiana back ahead by 3. Here comes Jaden Johnson. the Trinity product. He just tries to go down low to his old crosstown rival,
You can't
Jeremiah Jackson.
You cannot enter the
there.
ball. That's just too long a pass. The angle's bad. You're way out on the floor. And again, Kentucky just trying to go in the post against Ertl. And maybe it's an attempt to wear him down a little bit. But so far, Kentucky's kind of stalled here. They're only 4 points in the second half. Oh, he traveled
with it, and he got away with one there. Scholl loses the handle. Ertl 3 on the way. Won't go. And Walker goes up, gets the rebound, and he's fouled and one. And I don't like that call, as it was very far away from the ball, and there was an official right on it. As Cole Edlin comes back in for Leak Anthony.
Teeny, I was impressed with him in the state tournament. I think he's a player that's going to get better and better as he plays more basketball from Danville Christian there. But he's going to check out as Kentucky getting really hurt on the backboard by Indiana.
Hard screen from Feldhaus on Ertl. 3 on the way. Won't go from Jaden Johnson. Here comes Indiana. Walker fouled at the rim and one.
They're going to have to get a timeout here.
And Coach Salzman wanting a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one, too. Back in 1 minute on Mountaintop Sports.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll Now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
Around here, local opinion is how you find the best services. You need a roofer? You ask your neighbor. You need someone to fix your truck? You're asking your family and friends. You need a place to eat? Well, you get my point. Because when something matters, we trust local. So why trust your wireless service to strangers? At Appalachian Wireless, we're your neighbors, and we know how important it is to stay connected. And we've been proudly serving this region for over 35 years. So why wait? Come back, have a fresh new start, and let us show you how to stay connected with exceptional service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Denny Paul May live from the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game. Kentucky on top, 53-46 here, 16:05 to play in the second half.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kentucky move the ball and move the players a little bit more. They're really trying to go to the isolation and a little bit too much, I think, and just trying to force the ball inside against Ertl. And Kentucky's kind of gotten stale here offensively. They were playing really well, outside of a couple of good moves by Feldhaus. It's been kind of a dry half here, so to speak, for Kentucky.
Walker's free throw on the way. Good.
I mean, they've only scored 2 buckets in this entire half, as they had 42 at the break. And I think you just got to play basketball.
Edlin with it over on the right corner. You can see it back up top to Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson drives on Smith. Up, good, and one.
Nice take that time by Jeremiah Jackson. And a much better offensive series that time by Kentucky. Just don't understand all that isolation, trying to force the ball inside, and it got Kentucky in a hole here. I mean, it really did. That's really the result of that.
You got to wonder when they'll bring De'Aaron Jackson back into the lineup. De'Aaron Watkins, my bad. The guy that impressed me was DeMarcus Surratt.
Not played much
this. Not played a lot.
Yeah, not played this much. He's really, really good leaper and good defensive player.
Yeah, plays hard. Kimbe Shaw trying to get a work on, carry on Berry. Backing down Berry, and he draws contact.
Well, that's a little bit of an NBA move right there as Berry puts his hand out almost horizontal there, and he just plays up through it. You're going to get that foul every time. Nice, crafty play that time by Dikembe Shaw.
Shaw gets the free throw to go. And the second one up and good. It's now 56-49. And here comes Amari Owens. Owens kicks it over to Feldhouse. Feldhouse fakes the three, kicks it back to Owens. Three on the way, short. Owens, I'm sure he's played a game or two here at Lexington Catholic. Product of Bryan Station High School. Just around New Circle.
Oh, yeah. Very close.
Ertl goes off the dribble against Barry and has to pick it up. Gets it back to Shaw. Shaw thought about the deep ball, goes down low to Miller. Back to Shaw. Dikembe Shaw. Three ball on the way. It's good. Ball three is brought to you by Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Paintsville, Kentucky.
Another good three that time as the ball goes down in the post, back out, and just a step in three. And Indiana in business now, up 10. And here we go again with this, trying to force it into the post.
Surratt back in. He'll replace Carry-On Berry.
Yeah, and, you know, when you do that kind of thing, Zach, you don't make the other players play defense.
No.
You know, they're just standing and looking. And, you know.
Give them a free pass, really, on that
right.
possession. And
I want player movement. I want pressure on the rim and create some space for the Kentucky players. And Feldhouse got to get the ball.
Evelyn blocked. And up ahead is Brady Scholl. Scholl tries to throw it down, and he's fouled by Jeremiah Jackson.
Kentucky has started number 6. Jeremiah Jackson is third. Team 6. Brady Scholl at the line, shooting 2.
Jonathan Moss will check back in. As Scholl gets his first one to go. Now an 11-point Indiana lead.
For Kentucky number 10, Jonathan Moss.
You kind of look at the body language of the Kentucky players. It's not real good right now.
Scholl misses his second one. Feldhouse skies in there for the rebound. And now here comes Kentucky. They trail by 11. 14 minutes left here in the game. Jeremiah Jackson with it. Trying to get to work on Shaw. Into the lane. Free throw line jumper. Good.
Jackson's been he's been good all game.
Mismatch down low for Scholl. And Owens knocks it away. And Anthony Fresh checks back in for Indiana. That will send Luke Ertl to the bench, and this could be a time Kentucky could make a run because Ertl is a difference maker for Indiana.
He certainly is. He just runs the show very well. And Indiana's got to be careful not to turn the basketball over here too much.
Shaw backing down Surratt. Big time mismatch. That's a foul on the floor.
Shaw's a problem out there. You know, not only is he a tremendous offensive threat, he's also a tremendous defensive player. Another thing that, you know, this isolation basketball does is you can see that Kentucky's been called for 7 fouls in this half. Yeah. Only 1 foul called on Indiana.
But
and
we're not even halfway through the half.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody needs to touch it, and the ball needs to move, and the isolation has kind of put Kentucky in a hole here. Kind of.
Going to work there is Jeremiah Jackson. Gets it to Surratt. Surratt nowhere to go. Gets it back to Jackson. 3 on the way. Good for Jeremiah Jackson. That 3 is brought to you by Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Paintsville, Kentucky.
There goes that man. Jeremiah Jackson had 9 points in the first half. Come back, and he's keeping Kentucky close.
Walker
keeping them in it.
Driving on Moss. Blocked by the rim. And that foul will go on Jonathan Moss. official at least taking time to listen to Coach Salzman.
Well, you got to like that about the official. I mean, the coach needs to be able to be heard in that situation.
And Dwayne Watkins, De'Aaron Watkins checks back in, and Luke Erdl will be back in shortly as he will replace Barron Walker out of Noblesville High School. Here comes Amari Owens. Trying to blow by Anthony Fresh and goes up over Scholl, the taller defender, and one. Basket good. Go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play, and that foul is on Brady Scholl.
Moss, quite an athlete. I mean, he turns on the afterburners, a little hesitation, gets the big man off balance a little bit, gets into his body. That's what you got to do when you got a big guy back there protecting that rim. Play through his chest. And a nice one-on-one move that time by Moss.
Good to sit down at Malachi Marino was encouraging Jake Feldhouse, who's sitting down at the end of the Kentucky bench. Long way to go here still. And
tremendous amount of time, and Kentucky only down 8.
As Erdl, such a quick point guard. Miller goes off the screen, tries to tomahawk it, blocked, and the rebound goes to Noah Smith, and he puts it back up and in.
That was Surratt that got that for Kentucky, the young man that you alluded to earlier.
Jackson, nice move, won't go, and rebound comes off to Brennan Miller. Miller trying to go up over De'Aaron Watkins, up, no good. Rebound to Luke Erdl, ripped away and into the hands of Brennan Miller. Miller back up, no good. And they'll get a foul on De'Aaron Watkins.
Yeah, unbelievable turn of events here. Is now the foul differential is 9-2 in favor of Indiana here in good old Kentucky.
And Brennan Miller misses the front end of these 2 free throws. Indiana now in the double bonus, so any foul now will be.
But quite honestly, Zach, we've talked about it. Kentucky not forcing them to play a lot of defense,
no.
So you're not going to draw a lot of fouls.
No. And Caldwell checks back in. Dane Caldwell, he's going to go be a Richmond Spider from Silver Creek High School. Jonathan Moss with it, brings it across midcourt. Gets a little bit of opening on Brennan Miller. Over to Owens in the corner. He's got Anthony Fresh on him isolated. And a jumper in the lane won't go. Very much so contested. Brennan Miller comes away with the rebound. Back the other way for Indiana. Kentucky trails by 11. Miller driving on Owens. Mid-range jumper up and good. High arcing shot there.
And you can't leave Feldhouse out too long. I mean, he's too good a player to be sitting over there down 13.
He and Jackson both will, I'd imagine, be back in this game sooner rather than later. Surratt blocked by Caldwell. They'll say he's fouled. And Indiana's coach telling him to stay calm. Far from the worst call made tonight.
Yeah,
and I think both coaches would agree on that one.
Coach Salzman got that one
and,
for sure. He gave that guy a good talking to.
And we'll go to our under 12 media timeout. Be back here in 1 minute here on Mountaintop Sports.
Tonight's Hot Rod of the Game is brought to you by P-Rod Towing and Tire, the crew that keeps Pike County rolling.
From big repairs to quick tune-ups, tires to towing, P-Rod Towing and Tire has the horsepower to get you back on the road fast.
Trusted by drivers all over Pike County, P-Rod is your go-to pit crew for every mile.
P-Rod Towing and Tire, where every driver's a hot rod.
I'm Gunnar Sloan of Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with some of the best Jeep offers we've seen all year.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing on select new Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Gladiators, and Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Are you looking for a great value SUV? Qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new Jeep Compass models.
Whether you're ready for off-road adventure, everyday comfort, or family road trips,
we've got the Jeep that's right for you.
At Mountaintop Media, we offer solutions for businesses, schools, government, nonprofits, churches, and other organizations. We're here to help you think outside the box in this new normal we're all trying to figure out
And welcome
together.
back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Denny Paul May here live. Kentucky trails Indiana 69-56, 11:27 to go.
And it's been a tremendous defensive effort by Indiana here in the second half, as Kentucky only 14 points in about 9 minutes of play here, or 8.5 minutes of play.
Surratt, free throw off the mark. Brennan Miller goes up and skies it for a rebound.
Kentucky comes up empty as they fouled the jump shooter last time, which was a cardinal sin of defense, but Kentucky gets nothing out of that trip, and a nice
And
45
Anthony
foot.
Fresh.
Yes, and Ertl finds him. Big slam.
Three ball on the way for Moss, won't go. De'Aaron Watkins goes up. Nothing there. And jump ball, possession, Kentucky.
And for Kentucky, number 6, Jeremiah Jackson.
Johnson three on the way, won't go. And here comes Brennan Miller. Mid-range jumper over Feldhouse, won't go. Up and good is Anthony Fresh.
Indiana really hurting Kentucky on the offensive glass. And this is kind of taking the feel of an AAU game here, Zach, is, you know, the first half, a lot of strategy, a lot of things going on.
And Johnson gets the off-balance shot to go. Ertl working it around, gets it over to Miller. Miller, mid-range jumper, up, good. And if you're Kentucky, you've got to stop the runaway freight train in a hurry.
Well, Ertl's got double-digit assists in this game. There's no question about it. And you can see why Purdue loves him. He can just really run a team, and nice player.
Jake Feldhouse up in good for two.
It's the fourth point by Feldhouse in this half, as he had a big dunk.
Ertl spins, gets it over to Codwell. Three on the way, long and off the mark. Brennan Miller up, no good. Tipped around into the hands of Jaden Johnson. Over to Feldhouse. Feldhouse kicks it to Jackson. Jackson goes up, reverse.
Jackson does that really well, uses the rim again for protection. And he's had a good half and a good game for Kentucky.
Jackson, timeout, Indiana.
And timeout, Indiana will be a full timeout. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back here on Mountaintop Sports.
Double Quick proudly introduces Rewards Plus Pay. It's a new feature inside the Double Quick Rewards app. Enroll today and save 20 cents on gas all day, every day, right at the pump. Use it on all transactions inside, too. To enroll, open your Double Quick Rewards app. Click Enroll Now and follow the steps to link your checking account. Once you're approved, use Double Quick Rewards Plus Pay at the pump or inside the store. Rewards Plus Pay is safe, secure, and easy to use. Enroll today and start saving, but only at your Double Quick store.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Denny Paul May live here. 13-point game here, but if you're Kentucky, it's now or never, because you've got Luke Ertl rolling right now, as well as guys like Brennan Miller, Dikembe Shaw, Anthony Fresh, Brady Scholl, and the list goes on for Indiana.
Kentucky tried to go at him and pick on him a little bit, probably because of his size, but it didn't impact him one bit. I mean, he's come back. He's played the game so well, got double-digit assists. I don't have an official count, but I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 assists in this game. And he's impacting the game with his ball handling and his ability just to play the game the right way. Goes off 2 feet that time.
Ertl
tried to draw the foul, and they didn't call it.
And 3 ball on the way for Jaden Johnson off the mark. Malachi Ashford goes up for it. Can't get it. Brennan Miller now the other way. Kicks it over to Anthony Fresh. Fresh kicks it to Ertl. Ertl, quick release. Elbow 3. Won't go. Rebound off to Jeremiah Jackson. Up ahead to Malachi Ashford. Over to Jackson. And if you're Kentucky, you don't have to be in a huge rush.
Just got to get a good shot.
Patient. Yeah.
You got to get a good shot.
You got to be efficient.
Got to have a good possession. And there's the
Johnson 3 on the way. It's in there.
Very
that
nice.
3 brought to you by Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Paintsville, and it's now back to a 10-point Indiana lead.
That play was by design as Josh Cook drew that up, and they set the fade screen to the corner and get a wide open 3 for the right guy, and that's huge because that pulls it back to 10.
Shaw off balance, contested 3 is in there, and our folks down at Hutch getting the most of that 3-point sponsorship tonight. 3 on the way for Jackson. Off the mark, and here comes Shaw. Ashford steals it away. Ashford, little runner, won't go. And Ertl might have got a push off there on the rebound, but interesting shot choice from Malachi Ashford. Miller up, won't go. Feldhouse gets the rebound, up ahead to Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson gonna drive, loses the handle. Last touched by Luke Ertl. And that'll bring us to our media timeout. Back here in 1 minute on Mountaintop Sports.
Around here, local opinion is how you find the best services. You need a roofer? You ask your neighbor. You need someone to fix your truck? You're asking your family and friends. You need a place to eat? Well, you get my point. Because when something matters, we trust local. So why trust your wireless service to strangers? At Appalachian Wireless, we're your neighbors, and we know how important it is to stay connected. And we've been proudly serving this region for over 35 years. So why wait? Come back, have a fresh new start, and let us show you how to stay connected with exceptional service. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Tonight's Hot Rod of the Game is brought to you by P-Rod Towing and Tire, the crew that keeps Pike County rolling.
From big repairs to quick tune-ups, tires to towing, P-Rod Towing and Tire has the horsepower to get you back on the road fast.
Trusted by drivers all over Pike County, P-Rod is your go-to pit crew for every mile.
P-Rod Towing and Tire, where every driver's a hot rod.
And welcome back here on Mountaintop Sports. Zach Akers, Jenny Paul May live from the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game. Kentucky trails Indiana 78-65, 7:28 to play here in the ball game.
And we have a score in from San Antonio in the second quarter. The Spurs are up on the Knicks 44-42 with 5:12 left. And just kind of feels like that series may go 6 or 7 games, especially if San Antonio can find a way to win down there on their home floor. And
Jackson
a poke away.
Has it tipped away. It'll stay with Kentucky. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Throws it away. Feldhouse gets it. Edelin gets back to it. They trying to go down low to Watkins, and shot clock violation.
And Kerryon Berry played a lot in the first half. He's not played much here in the second half.
No, he's not.
And someone that had taken on the task of guarding.
Damian Jung has not played at all the second half.
Luke Ertl.
As Jung played big minutes in the first half. And
Kentucky's really struggled to guard the basketball and also rebound the basketball defensively. And then offensively, they've been really stagnant.
Feldhouse, good defense there. Just not much you can do. Johnson tries to shake freeze, double teamed by Shaw and Ertl. Edelin gets the 3 to go, and that 3 is brought to you by Hutch, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And now shot clock did not get started. can't wait for that to happen in an actual game here in a couple of years.
Well,
constantly.
And it's something, you know, as a high school, I mean, this is a high school staff here. You know, that's kind of points out some of the things we're going to have to work through in Kentucky. But I think it's much needed, and I think it's going to help the game.
Edlin almost got the steal. Walker held on to it.
I really like that down screen and then rescreen and twist
Ertl with
at
a
the
nice
top. Ertl
move with the left hand, just could not get it to go. Feldhouse dives for it. Walker up, throws it down. Now 82-68, 3 on the way for Jackson. It's in there. Kentucky back within 11. Hutch, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram bringing you three-pointers all night long. Walker. Now lifts it over on the right side, kicks it to Shaw. 3-ball on the way for Dikembe Shaw. It's 85-71. It's a Hutch CDJR three-pointer. Edlin up, good, and one.
Edlin goes right at Ertl that time, is able to get the bucket. Edlin keeping Kentucky within striking distance here with a couple of three-point plays. If he completes this one, the old-fashioned three-point play, and before that, he hit a long bomb.
Working it around is Indiana. Miller has to pick it up, and they'll get a foul on Feldhouse.
And the foul barrage continues as Indiana's over 10. Or Kentucky has 10 fouls, I should say, and Indiana only 4 in this whole second half.
Brady Scholl coming to check back in for Indiana. He'll replace Noah Smith. Smith has played a great game tonight. Now Cameron Webster checking back in. Shrewsbury not letting Jeremiah Jackson get free of him at all on the other end.
Well,
Feldhouse gets that rebound. He's now got a double-double on the night. And Cole Edlin brings it up for Kentucky. Gets by Webster. Might have got to push off the glass. Up in, good for 2. It's back to a 10-point ball game.
Edlin's been a one-man wrecking crew here of late. That's 8 points here in a very short amount of time. And Kentucky's just got to do a good job on the defensive end here. They've got to really find a way to stop them and then get the rebound because they're within 10 here. And now there's another foul. And Edlin is very upset. And I can't say I blame him. He's saying the official down on the baseline should have been the one that called that. And I can't say I blame him.
No, I mean,
I don't like that call from the Cadillac position out there. Never have liked it since they started using 3 officials. And I coached when there was only 2 officials in high school and 3. And I think it's hard to see that if there's any separation or any contact from that Cadillac position out there. And so Kentucky gets a break here as they miss a free throw. And it's an 11-point game. If Kentucky could get a basket here, they could really tighten things up a little bit. And there goes Barry.
And they'll say Scholl was the last one to touch it. And I don't know that Scholl ever made contact with that ball.
Kentucky got a break right there, nonetheless. And here goes Edlin. He's been on one here of late. He goes right to the rim.
Up and one, and Cole Edlin trying to will Kentucky back into this one. Might be the unsung hero of this game when it's all said and done.
The young man's played a tremendous few minutes here as he's come off the bench and given Kentucky a big lift. And they can pull it here within 8, Zach, with a lot of time left on that clock.
And Luke Ertl on the bench, and that won't last long as he comes back in to replace Cameron Webster.
Well, they're going to see if he can do something with Edlin, who's been on fire here in a lot of different varieties.
And listen, Edlin's the kind of player, if I'm at Fairfield, I'm awful happy to see him coming. Ertl up in, good for two, over top of Jeremiah Jackson. Here comes Cole Edlin. And Ertl steals it away. He's got Feldhaus to beat. Feldhaus goes up, and Shaw catches the pass from Ertl. It's back to a 12-point lead.
Ertl comes right in and impacts the game. Gets a bucket, gets a steal, gets an assist.
Feldhaus with it, kicks it back, and throws it away. And here comes Brennan Miller. Ertl, the smaller defender, as Feldhaus did all he could there.
Well, that's a good offensive open floor move. A lot of talent right there on display.
Barry trying to bully his way into the lane, kicks it out, three on the way. No good for Jeremiah Jackson. Rebound goes off to Dikembe Shaw. 3:27 to go here in the ballgame. Shaw, three on the way, good.
That's the young man we talked about that's going to Illinois, Chicago. He's a tremendous talent. I mean, he just really played a good ball game.
Up over top of Ertl, no good. Rebound off to Noah Smith. And here comes Brennan Miller, back to Luke Ertl. Ertl down low to Smith. Back out to Ertl, and if you're Indiana right now, no need to be in a hurry.
Well, Kentucky made Indiana at least go back to their starters.
Yeah.
And I like the fight and the willingness of the players to come back in, regroup a little bit, and try to get back in this game.
And Ertl goes up, and what a player he is. Here comes Jake Feldhaus. They switch off on Feldhaus. Feldhaus step back three on the way, good. That three brought to you by Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Paintsville. And it'll be a full timeout. It'll be our media timeout back here in 1 minute on Mountaintop Sports.
I'm Gunnar Sloan at Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with some of the best Jeep offers we've seen all year.
Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing on select new Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Gladiators, and Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Are you looking for a great value SUV? Qualified buyers can get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new Jeep Compass models.
Whether you're ready for off-road adventure, everyday comfort, or family road trips,
we've got the Jeep that's right for you.
Summer doesn't slow down, and neither should your connection. Whether you're streaming, scrolling, working, or gaming, Appalachian Wireless has the data package built for you to help keep you and your family connected. So don't settle for paying more for your data that you don't need or running out when you need it the most. Visit your Appalachian Wireless retail location to let our team help you find the perfect plan for all your data needs, or find out more at AppalachianWireless.com, because there's more data with better value on a network built just for Appalachia, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And welcome back in here to the campus of Lexington Catholic High School, where we have had quite a night, Zach. Indiana-Kentucky All-Star Game, Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game, however you want to call it. A lot of talent on display here. And, you know, in this second half, it has been, honestly, Luke Ertl, as advertised. He comes in and controls the game in many different ways. He had a big second half, and it was with the assist that he did it. And I'm kind of fond of that myself. Love the guards that look to make the right play each and every time.
Brennan Miller, shot won't go, rebound. Look at a foul on Jake Feldhaus.
We'll look forward to following Luke Ertl in his career up at Purdue, as well as Luke Feldhaus.
And these officials now have the entire Feldhaus family on their case down here in front of us.
Well, it's been a tough evening here, especially in the second half, as there's been a big disparity on the fouls, and it's kind of hard not to look at that scoreboard, but it really has been dictated by the way Kentucky's played. You know, the fact that they really just kind of slowed their offense down a little bit, tried to isolate, and it kind of took them out of what they were doing early, and you know, sometimes that happens, and but I have to give credit to the Indiana side of things too. They've played some really good defense.
And Fresh gets the pick off. Shrewsbury up ahead. Skies in, no good. Feldhaus gets the rebound, and ahead to Johnson. Johnson up, won't go. Brennan Miller gets the rebound. Noah Smith, only Carry-On Berry to beat. Up, no good. Shrewsbury puts it back up and in on the slam.
Shrewsbury on dunk.
Feldhouse wanted that one, but a little too high from Carry-On Berry. And a foul goes on Jeremiah Jackson.
Kentucky number 6, Jeremiah Jackson, his fourth.
Of course, these two teams will tip it off again tomorrow.
Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
Up in Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
Guess it's a good thing the Pacers didn't make the finals.
I actually got to coach a game in that arena.
You did.
Yeah, a few years ago. Pikeville made the trip up there and played one of those prelim games.
And Kentucky has relieved their starters. Their duties Ashford, Tenney Jung, Owens, and Surratt out there now. And great game tonight, especially from Mr. Jake Feldhouse. And I think we could probably be safe in calling our P-Rod Towing hot rod of the game, Jake Feldhouse tonight.
Oh, yeah, there's no question about that. Outside of, thought Carry-On Berry had a good first half, and then Edlin came in and played well, and then Jeremiah Jackson's played really, really well for Kentucky.
3 on the way, won't go. He has. I mean, we talked about him at length, you and I did, after the state tournament, how well he played for St. X as Caldwell gets it to go and one.
The foul number 8, Jung, his second. Caldwell to after one. One minute remaining.
1 minute to go here. Indiana leads at 106-82. And up and fouled is Amari Owens.
Indiana number 9, Harold, his third, team 6. Owens said, he'll shoot 2.
Misses the first for Owens. But our P-Rod Towing and Tire hot rod of the game will go to Kentucky's number 1 and Mr. Basketball, Jake Feldhouse, who will soon be making his trip down to Tampa Bay to play for Coach Chris Mack and the University of South Florida.
Well, I was really impressed with his athleticism, his feel for the game on display, and really like that young man and the way he plays the basketball game.
Yeah, 30 seconds left now here. Owens shot off the mark, tipped around. Lee Anthony gets the rebound. Jung kicks it to Anthony. 3-ball on the way. Won't go. Tipped around. Up ahead to Shrewsbury. Anthony goes for the steal. And Caldwell going to try to throw it down. And he misses the dunk. Shrewsbury now will dribble it out here. And Indiana will go on to win this one in the boys' game, 106-83. And our P-Rod Towing and Tire hot rod of the game goes to Kentucky's number 1, Jake Feldhouse. We'll have final stats posted after the game as we receive those. But Paul, any?
Well, it's been a great evening.
It has.
The girls, with a big win at the buzzer, as they were able to win 59-57 as Ashlyn James had a tremendous game with 22 points, and then it was, of course, Brianna Wilkins from Assumption from Sacred Heart that had the big game winner, and she also had 21 points. And then in this boys' game, Kentucky played really well in the first half, and then come out here in the second half, and kind of got stale offensively, and Indiana was a handful, no question about it. A lot of athletes. They played tremendous defense. Kentucky got themselves in a little bit of a hole. from a foul standpoint, and Indiana's able to blow this one out here at the end, 106-83. And, Luke Ertl, if there's a player of the game for Indiana, he would certainly be in the running for that, as well as guys like Noah Smith and Dikembe Shaw. And, like I said, they have a lot of long athletes on that team, and they caused Kentucky some trouble here in the second half, and it proved fatal.
Yeah. And the MVP of tonight's game, I believe, was given to Jake Feldhouse. He's been interviewed by a couple of TV stations down there. But I believe that might be it for us tonight, Denny Paul. The girls from Kentucky win at 59-57. Kentucky's boys fall 106-83. They'll play tomorrow night in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We'll have updates from that as we get them. But
we'll be back on tomorrow night.
We will, for the Teddy Painter Memorial Game over at the Wayland Gymnasium, Kentucky, or Pikeville and Phelps girls at 5 o'clock. Be followed by Floyd Central and Southern Gap out of Virginia boys in the nightcap. But I believe that'll do it from us tonight. I want to thank everybody at Mountaintop Sports for allowing us to do this, everybody from the KABC for inviting us down here again. I want to thank Josiah, Owen, Josh, Eli, Jake, Bradley, Dave, and everyone back home in Pikeville, saying good night from Lexington, Kentucky, and we'll see you tomorrow night from the historic Wayland Gymnasium. Good night, everybody.